Hello everyone, I think it's the time that we can update our multimedia displays video. Today I'm going to introduce, because we have a new LCD size of the coming into our multimedia series, which is the first one. Is here it's a 19, not 19, it's 16 ratio 9. 16:9 ratio, okay, and it's 18.5 inches LCD display, which can be very suitable for a large lobby or a whole station or like an airport or transportation, a large transportation like a main train station. For an information, it can show actually that we have some new functions, as you can see, although it's right now in Chinese, but we have an English letters in the same panels as well. It can connect to some special devices like COT reduction, detective machines, or some power saving machines to show its information on the LCD screens. And okay, this is not a new electronic board, but a new LCD dimensions for your reference. And then we have 12.1 on the back side on the second, and then we have a very special 10.4 inches. It's not the special of the LCD size. Actually, today I purposely demonstrate that we have a main display, and then we can have a sub model. Like in English that we mostly, or in this industry that we mostly call it a slave. It's a slave. This 10.4 inches is a slave of this 12.1 inches LCD. So it can play the same content continuously and in the same time. Okay, as you can see, since it's sharing the content via the VGA cable to another LCD screen. So it can save some budget, and it can maintain or sharing like a larger extensional, extensional may be perfect word. It can extensional the content of the lift information and of the multimedia benefit. Multimedia advertising benefit. Okay, after we introducing again, this is 12.1, and it's an all-in-one LCD display, multimedia LCD display, and this one is 10.4, and it's a slave. It's a sub model, sub LCD display for this one. So this is this one and this one can be a set model for each other to mount in same lift car. Okay, after we introduce our LCD display series, then is the main topic is recently we have some introducing interesting inquiries coming from customers, so it's a good opportunity so we can share more things of our product. So okay, this is another main devices that we can complete networking, advertising, multimedia displaying system. Okay, this is what I will call, and it's a combination with the elevator lift, with the elevator information displaying system. Combine each other, so it can this one it can offer more vivid and more experience of the lift customer. Okay, so we back to, sorry I talked too much. We're back to this one is a streaming server. Okay, this streaming server is compatible with these three displays. So these three displays can play the content coming from this one. This is a Google TV box. Can play the content from this Google TV box through this streaming server. And this streaming server, what its main purpose? It can make sure that we can remote control the TV box. Is first. We can remote control its status and its content from our PC server. So we can know if the any media boxes, any media offering sources is still live there, and so it can first of all it can remote control the media sources, and secondly it can make sure it's sharing to multiple devices, because we need only a complete networking. Okay, right now we through a Ethernet switch. It can be a how to say, it's more like a symbol, only a symbol. If the on-site, it can be a complicated architecture of the whole buildings, but what we demonstrate here means that we can through a complete architecture of the networking and to share the very simple media sources and to various and to multiple to a quantity of the LCD displays, and only not needing many media sources. We only need one. Then we can share to a lot of LCD displays. Okay, so this is what is very good benefit, and it can be friendly and easily to usable and control. Is need. We have this one is a standard one, that it has two Ethernet port, which means it can only streaming from two Ethernet ports, so it has only two streaming. Then we have another module is we have 4 streaming, so we have the 4 light here. It's for the other updated module that has a 4 streaming port. So right now we have 2 streaming ports. Then we only need to connect to Ethernet cable right now, and then we can. This is what I demonstrate, that we can use one streaming for the TV box. This is what I did now, and we can use another streaming for demonstrate the USB drive's content. Okay, so this can be a very basic and a very good usage for this streaming server. Okay, I'll use the PC server to demonstrate you how these devices can work. Okay, right now as you can see, I connected to the first streaming port here, and we have a simple but well-functional program to control this streaming server. And as you can see here, this picture is streaming servers representative the streaming servers right now current status. So you can see the first streaming port is here. It's a second streaming port, and here when it's orange color, it means it's playing the AV. AV means the HDMI in, and HDMI input, which means it has the AV content out. So right now it's playing we can use the preview function, then we can see its content. Here, as you can see, this content that we can use the streaming server into remote control if our TV box is still live or not. Right now it's looking very well functional working. So then we can comfortably to select our display. Okay, wait a minute. Where is my cursor? Here. Okay, this is another program though. We have to use two programs. This is streaming server, which we use this to remote control and the remote monitoring our streaming server, and also to change its settings. And this one is we remote control our display. I think I have introduced in another video of it, but now we can quickly use it. Okay, when it's on the blue status, like previously, which means that we select two displays. Okay, let me quickly introduce the first display here is here is 12.1 inches. And so we have the second display. We use the IP address to distinguish different displays. It's very directly, and it's the most common. I think that we use the IP addresses of all the networking construction, so as well here. So we set different IP addresses for different LCD displays, and we control it following its base. So the second IP addresses is here. Is this 18.5 inches display. So right now I want to remote control. As you can see, it's already playing streaming function, because it shows here AV. AV means AV in, audio and video, I think. Audio, video, AV. It means it's playing the HDMI content. And if we want to switch, okay, we check if here. Here, this is the first one. As you can see, this display is playing what we use this. Okay, but I need to use another function. Apologize. If the display on site and it's 1,000 meters far away, so how can I see it? So I actually need to open it. Open its function. It's called a monitoring function of our system. So as you can see, the display right now, the status here is the current status of the display. We can use our PC server to monitor it. Then we can see if it's play the same content of our streaming server. Here, this is what the streaming server is playing. It's a news coming from the BBC. And this is what the display playing. Okay, we can see they play the same functions, so we can confirm the display right now, the status. The media status is what we wanted, what we want for it. Also, through this system, even if you don't mount the streaming server, you still can use this system to monitoring the, the current status of the lift information, of all the lift information, if it's normally working if it's well functional working and if all the display is well functional. So this is what we called right now it's an advertising multimedia system compatible with our streaming server devices services. Right now, let me show you if I want to, because this streaming server can use as I introduced, it can use the TV box sources and the USB drive sources. Right now, I can switch the display to another streaming port, which one is playing the is streaming for the USB drive content. And okay, by the way, in USB drive content there are some rules. Okay, if you are interested, you can send me messages. Basically, it can only put the videos inside of the USB drive. Okay, we can preview it as well. You can see it's different content. Previously, it's BBC News. Now in the USB drive, it can be some advertising videos. That clients can easily update what they want to advertise right now in the moment, and it can change the content of the USB drive, then input to the streaming server, and so can use the system program, then it can easily update the content into the display. As right now, for example, they want to play this advertisement, they can put into a USB and they can switch. Actually, I have already. They can switch the display. As you can see, it's play the S3 streaming port 3's content, and it's a USB. So you can see it's well playing that advertisement in the USB drive. Okay, I think it's for the today. Too long videos can be not so capable of your eyes. Okay, thank you. If you have any questions, you can still let me know. Bye bye.